I want to talk about Dick Gregory for a while. I worked for him from 1983 to 86 after I left Freedom from Hunger. We met at Bethune Park here in DC, and we'd already known each other from crappie days in the marches, but that was light getting to know one another. This was, Jack, let's work together. And so I decided to work with Dick for 3 years, and it was magical. I loved it. He was fun to work with. He was always funny. He was always courteous to everybody. Um, he was a marvelous human being and fun to be around. The nice thing about him for me is I love humor, and the nice thing about Dick was he was truly funny all the time. And so one time on a plane, I'm with Dan Rather, and I say to Dan Rather, Mr. Rather, I work with Dick Gregory, and you know, um, trying to tell him this story or get in touch with him if we could do a story or something about what we were doing. And he said, "Well, we're a little leery or weary of Dick Gregory." He says this to me, and I thought to myself, I should I should do something about that. Bring Dick more back into the mainstream. Maybe he's right, maybe he's wrong, but a good way to do that is bring Dick back into the mainstream. He'd always been a great runner. He ran in college, set records. He ran across for world hunger against the Vietnam War. He was always active in running. So running was not new to him at all. So when I got up there, Plymouth, Massachusetts, is this beautiful house, I said, Dick, well, July 4th is coming up, which is the bicentennial of the United States. Why don't we try and steal some of its thunder? And you're already a runner. He said, I know where you're going. He said, yeah, that exactly. He was thinking about it as well. He would run from the United States to New York, or from Los Angeles across the United States to New York City. And I would try to raise the money for it or get some of it and be the front man. So as he moved across the country, I would call communities, alert them they were coming, and call governors and senators, that kind of fronting as front people do. So that was kind of the agreement. And it it happened on April 23rd. We had about maybe 20, 30 comedians there at the mayor's office in Los Angeles. We kicked off. I spoke at it. Juan Carlos from the Mexican Power Fist was there, a wonderful guy. So it got off to a roaring start. About, I don't know, maybe 10 days later, maybe longer, Dick calls me and said, Jack, you have to go see Muhammad Ali tonight. And I said, Dick, he's fighting. He said, yeah, I want you to go over there and see him. I said, oh, God, I doubt if I'll get in, but, But I did get in, I saw him, and I've talked about this in other parts of the film. But I think the thing that impressed me about Muhammad Ali, I got in to see him, ask him to go out and support Dick Gregory. He said automatically he got on TV when he won the fight, told the world what he was doing, told the world where Dick Gregory was, why he was running. It was magical. And he said to me, you're asking me to fly out there at my own expense. I'll be peeing blood from this fight. And I want to wear those tennis shoes in that hot desert, right? And you want me running? Yes, sir, I do. And he said, yes, I'll do that. I'm gonna destroy Jimmy Young tonight. And so I of course cheered him on. And he asked me to go to Germany with him in the next fight too, but I turned that down. But I was in the entourage walking in. I got out of it pretty quickly because it's a brutal fight. But the tremendous respect I had for Muhammad Ali has never left me. I think he's one of the greatest Americans of all time. Really, truly of that century, maybe the man of that century in some ways. Anyway, that's my thoughts about him.